Thank you for inviting me to speak today. It is Age UK Darlington that I'm from, so I'm speaking on behalf of what I see as our client group, and a lot of what I was going to say about the distance between the hospitals has been said. But I would also like to add, from the point of view of visiting the hospitals, there's an assumption that everybody can drive. Has anybody here tried to get a bus from some of the outlying areas right across? It's nearly impossible, and I would suggest you try, because I think there are going to be hidden costs to some of the suggestions that have gone on. I would make also a plea. I do appreciate that we do need to have joined up working. We're currently doing some condition-specific lunch clubs, piloting them with the NHS, and I cannot tell you how long it has taken me to get to grips with the fact that undernutrition is NHS, malnutrition is public health. Now, trying to explain to a layperson the difference there is really quite challenging. So I do see that things do need to have to join up, but I'm not fully convinced that this is the right way. So missing off a part of mine, what I would like to point out is that I've looked at the delivery plan, and there is one group missing from the special interest groups that are there. I mean, there's children, mental health, learning disability, etc. All should be there. But older people are not given a specific page. I think this is a huge miss. I think that I realise that there is a section on care, but care covers everybody. And I think we need to look at supporting older people at an earlier stage. I went to a conference in Gateshead in December, and there was a lot of talk. A lot of other CCGs, a lot of other areas are really concentrating on frailty and have got some really interesting and good ways of measuring it. There's visual ways. The one that I thought was most exciting is called the EFI, and that is being piloted and with some really terrific results at Wakefield. They are now doing some commissioning based on the results from this frailty index that they've developed. You can measure frailty, and if you put effort into supporting people that are moving along on the frailty index, a little bit of input there saves them it makes them more resilient, stops them becoming too vulnerable. So there is evidence to prove that. So I would suggest that in the plan that we do need to add a page. You've got a page on each, nothing for older people, because the population is growing older. I think it would be cost effective just to appeal to the accountants. I think it would have terrific outcomes for everybody. I heard somebody in our cafe say the other day, they just want us to die. We are an obstacle, but we can't just do that on demand. We do need to put support and think about older people getting to visit loved ones, getting to visit relatives, and helping move them along to live better lives and not need as much care. I was going to finish off with just saying, it's not a threat, by the way. You may live to regret it, or rather, you might live long enough to regret the decision that you make if you make the wrong decision on this, on what's happening with the STP. So thank you for listening.